So I was watching G's vids, like I usually do. And his last vid, is about Final Fantasy. He's been making quite a few videos about Final Fantasy to prove a point about the game and the systems, which makes a lot of sense. And his last vid pretty much put the shit to rest, alright? Final Fantasy 13 is just gonna be dumbed down. I mean, a lot of people knew it already. Some people were hoping that the PlayStation version might look a little bit better or whatever, but it's not. Most likely it's not, because the proof is there. I'm gonna have a link to his vid in the description just in case y'all didn't check it out. But I mean, G did his thing, and hey, it is what it is. We're gonna have a washed out Final Fantasy game. Gameplay still might be there, whatever. Hopefully they didn't sacrifice their entire vision just to get more money, but it is what it is, I guess. But alright, now back to what this is talking about. Uncharted 2. Just a few things about Uncharted. First of all, if y'all haven't checked it out yet, on GameTrailers.com, I'll have the link in the description as well. The Uncharted 2 gameplay footage from PAX 09. Now, it's like a part of the train level, I guess, and it looks great, y'all. The game looks great. There's only a select few games that look as cinematic as that game does, especially when it comes to action games. Now, the most cinematic game there is, period, is Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain when it comes out. That's hands down. Next to that, it's going to be, God of War and shit like that. But this Uncharted looks like, wow, man, like, they're really taking that game to really be a cinematic experience. They really are. If you're not looking forward to that game, then, I don't fucking know. Alright. Also, another thing about Uncharted 2 is that there's a mode on it that I really didn't know about, and I actually found out today. It's called Gold Rush. It's a co-op mode, and a lot of people like to boast about Rainbow Six having their terrorist hunt, where they can just jump into a game. They got a whole bunch of terrorists that they have to kill throughout the level, and also with Gears of War, where they have the Horde mode and shit, right? And you pretty much go through all these phases, and the enemies get harder and harder. Well, Uncharted is pretty much kind of doing a similar thing, but taking it to the next level, which as they're giving you an objective where, it's three of y'all. I'm not sure if it's secluded to just three of y'all, but it's co-op, and it's pretty much the same premise. You get into a stage, you have these, enemies in there and shit, but you can't just kill them. You have to complete an actual objective. You have to get the treasure and bring it back to this treasure chest. But doing so, you need to, have help from your teammates and shit. And as you keep going through the phases, it gets harder and harder and harder, which is fucking sweet. Like, it's just, like, I saw that, I was like, wow, man. It's just gonna make this game even better, to the point that those people that are bragging about, oh, well, Horde mode, I can play Horde mode, like, fuck that. This game, it's just hitting you from all angles. It's giving you no excuses to why you should think that this game is going to be bad, or has something less than something else. Now, also about Uncharted 2. Now, everybody's probably seen the camera mode shit, but there's, before I go on with this, there's one thing about Halo 3 that I did like a lot with the multiplayer, which I thought needed to be in a lot of other fucking games, which was their camera mode, their theater mode or whatever. That was exactly what it's called. Whereas you play online, it's automatically recorded. You can go and watch it and edit it and, do all this shit, which was fucking sweet. I thought that was the best thing about Halo 3. I always thought that a lot of other games needed it, especially when I was playing competitively and shit. That shit comes in handy. And now, Uncharted 2's got it. But the thing is that Uncharted 2's camera mode thing is going to be better. Why is that? I mean, if you've seen the video, you know why. You have more options, more tweaks, everything. You can even use the green screen feature, whereas you can take out the background and shit and then just put in your own background, and like the possibilities for that shit is truly fucking endless. You can really floss some fucking machinima type shit in there. You can really make some in-game movies and shit, you know, just by, you know, using your imagination and shit. Like it's looking really fucking good, y'all. Uncharted 2 is gonna be sick. Definitely go out and reserve it if you haven't reserved it yet. Also, one other thing, one other game I was looking at, which is shaping up to be really goddamn good, is Dante's Inferno. I'm gonna have a link to this dev diary vid that I saw on GameTrailers.com as well. I know it's a multi-plat game, but it is looking pretty fucking sweet, man. A lot of people want to throw it off as a God of War thing, whatever. But I mean, if a game looks hot, it just looks hot. I mean, I'm not saying that it's gonna be sick, but it's shaping up to be a very promising game. I mean, it really is. You know, check out the link in the description, as well as the link to the Uncharted gameplay and shit. Also, there is one other thing real quick. I guarantee that Final Fantasy 13 will outsell the 360 version. The Final Fantasy 13 on PS3 is going to outsell the 360 version of FF13. Why do I say that? Why do I claim that? One major reason is for exactly what I was talking about in the previous video. Everybody that has a 360, they're either, the mass majority of them haven't really been gaming for entirely too long. Their first consoles probably was an Xbox. Like seriously, it probably was an Xbox. And even if that wasn't the case, they have a lot of 360 players have no appreciation for other games other than competitive, you know, first-person shooters and shit like that. They just don't. That's why all they play is Halo and Gears of War. I'm not claiming that everyone does it, but a lot of them, that's just how it is. I mean, look at it. Like games like Cameo, you tell a 360 player like Cameo, what the fuck is that? Katamari Damacy, they're like, we have one of those games? Besides that, as a last note, my boy Inuyasha 5400 just sent me this link on Trayvision, and the headline is PlayStation 3 sales jump over 1,000% on PS3 Slim release. Now, I've heard, like earlier this year, I made a comment, which is actually a fact as well, about Blu-ray having a, let me see, a 94, it was like 91 or 94% increase in sales this year. Now, well, this year from last year. Now, I'm going to have this link in the description. PlayStation 3, what? Have you ever heard a percentage like that? Like, for something to be here and then just instantly just blow the fuck up. Like, 1,000%. I mean, shit, I would expect like 100%, you know, 90-something%, 1,000 fucking percent, man. Hey, I mean, if this isn't more proof that you need to get a PlayStation, I don't know, man. I really don't know. But yeah, I'll have the link in the description. Check it out. This is Champ Blue. I'll let y'all later. Last time. One time. Peace.